Okay then. Welcome to another episode of Data Forge Data Collection. We're going to be playing the Nordic Keyforge League Sealed Season 2. Yes, it's a late match. Hey, Ketzer. And we're going to be playing against Murph. So let's get our little thingy here going. This isn't even set up. There we go. Oh, didn't load. Okay, we need a new game. Let me set it up. Test, we're in test. Xoque versus Murph. Save changes. Go in there. Copy. Okay. Alrighty, yes. Late night match. Just tried to get whenever we could make it happen. The Nordic Keyforge League plays the hexad format, where you bring 6 decks. You ban one of their decks, then you save one of your decks. You ban one more of their decks, and then after that you're left with 4 decks. You play 3 matches. What's up, Murph? Yeah, I'm playing that guy. And then you play with 3 out of the 4 decks that you have left. Oh my goodness, a highlighted message. Okay, let's see what Murph has in store for us. Okay. It's weird being just the opponent. It's been a while. That's right. Okay, he's got. All right. Good luck, Murph. Have fun. He's got a Worlds Collide to start out with. Babik, the Staggeringly Pampered. Dis Logo Star Alliance. It's got a lot of speed and logos. 2 Tau Tau, Wild Wormhole, Babbling Bibliophile, Eddie, Neutron Shark, Titan Guardian. That's really nice. And a pretty good Star Alliance too. A couple nice cards in Dis. On to a DT with 30 expected Ember, Corporal the Gallant Sigillus, double Professor Kering, double Unity or Discord, double Agung, double Kincan, Chelonia, Deepwater Gruin. This looks pretty nuts. Double Larry of the Lake with Urian. Yeah, this looks really nuts. Now maybe it's got good board control too, not a lot of Ember control. Maybe if you can control the board, you can take care of it, but that looks pretty rough. Then we got Halo the Honorable, a Coda deck, Brobnar Logo Sanctum, Blood Money, Loot the Bodies, Relentless Assault, double Screech Bomb, Library Access with double Phase Shift and Wild Wormhole, that's nice. And in Sanctum, a Cleansing Wave with a Round Table, double Sergeant Zakiel, Gormavom. Okay. On to DT, Sharky Underground Dirk, Logo Shadows Unfathomable, Double Science, Final Analysis, Forgive or Forget, another Eddie, double Walk the Plank, double One-Eyed Willa, Borrowing Hornswoggle, Kerwallop, and an Omnipus with triple Tentaclid and Valucanth. Okay. Then we have the Absurdly Long Range Commissioner, also a DT deck. Double Sensor Philo, double Consul Primus, Faust, Spoils of Battle, Carpe Venum, Borrow, Booby Trap, Freebooter Fae, double Little Nif, and then Star Alliance, Grand Alliance Council, Lay of the Land, together, Lieutenant Volmart, Teresa, double stunner, nozzle, and blaster. That's pretty nice. Then we have the Triumphant Assistant of Masking World. Logos, Mars, Shadows. This looks pretty speedy as well with the whole ZYX set, Project Director, and 2 Researchers. Also has a feel of the Researcher with a bouncing Death Cork. Hypno Beam, Mars First, Mars Needs Ember, Harvester Dominator, Proliferator, and double Heist Knight in Shadows with how many thief creatures we have? Lamindra, 2 Little Nifs, Ronnie, and Umbra. So that could be pretty good as well. So out of all these, which am I most scared of? Probably this DT. That DT just looks fast. So I think we're going to ban Gallants. Yeah, we're going to ban Gallant here. And they banned my Porto Storm. Let's take a quick look at my decks. Wrong decks. Porto Storm is my good Worlds Collide deck. Okay. So now we need to pick a deck that's safe for us, and I think for us, we pick our good Mass Mutation deck, Doomsayer. It's been doing well. Yeah, so... Oh yeah, Doomsayer. I almost picked the wrong deck. Doomsayer. Okay. And let's refresh. They're still picking. So let's take a quick look at our deck. We just saved Doomsayer. We're not going to be playing Portostone because it banned it. Doomsayer is kind of just a jack of all trades mass mutation deck. It's got a little bit of everything. We have Valkyrie, which is kind of a fast coda. Zeb, which is a coda which can do a lot on the board. And it's also disruptive. Another coda, which is kind of also board focused. Got a 4 horsemen. Nice martial lineup. Loot the bodies. And then we have a DT, which has a lot of efficiency, but not a lot of ember control or creature control. So that's kind of our lineup that we got going on here. Okay, they saved the Triumphant Assistant of Masking Wold. Let's see, which deck was that? It was this AOA deck. Okay, yeah, that one looks pretty good. So now, what do we want to take out next? This DT looks pretty solid. I mean, it's well-rounded. 22 creatures, yeah. So that one looks good. They saved that. Let's see, Babik also looks really good. It is very light on amber control. Eddy, information 2 information exchanges. And the creature control is actually kind of weak too. It's probably one of those 2 that I'm going to get rid of. Yeah. So which do I get rid of? Let's compare the creatures. One has 20 creatures and one has 22 creatures. For the DT, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 creatures in Saurian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 creatures in Shadows, and 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures in Star Alliance. And then for the Worlds Collide, Dis has 7 creatures. Logos has 6 creatures. And that means Star Alliance should have 7 if I did my math right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7 creatures. I think so. The big difference is the speed here, and with the speed, they can then play out like a giant board. So I think getting rid of Babik is the right call, even though we just hope we need to match up here with some good creature control. So we're going to get rid of Babik. And let's see, they banned my Zeb, which is also a very good deck. It can go big board, 24 creatures, and very disruptive. So, okay, so now we need to decide what we're going to pick for the first game. And I've done something in the past, but I think I'm going to change it up this time. We got to make sure, let's see, let's take a look at our creature control. I think we're going to actually start with Valkyrie. Let's start with Valkyrie. Flights of the Valkyries. Valkyrie the diligently verdant. Verdant. I feel like I would be bad at this part of Hexed. Hey, Anxious Pirate, how's it going? This part is kind of mind numbing, and it is hard. I'm not sure if I think some people are really good at it. I'm not sure. It's tough. It's always tough. And then the mind games for what deck you pick first is always interesting as well. So let's see. They picked Halo the Honorable. Okay, so I picked Valkyrie. They picked Halo the Honorable. So Halo the Honorable is a Coda deck. Not a lot of Amber control. It does have crazy library access play, and it does have a lot of fighting it can do. So this will be an interesting matchup. I think they match up pretty well. It'll be interesting. Okay. And let's join the match. Okay, we are doing Valkyrie. This is not working. Valkyrie. There we go. Alrighty. Why did I pick this one to start? It's done well in a previous match. It can gain a lot of Ember. It has some kind of diverse creature control, which I think will be needed against his decks. And yeah, so I'm not sure if that totally makes sense, but that's kind of the thought process. All right. Here we go. Halo the Honorable. Well, this is a really interesting starting hand. I'm not sure if this is what I want. Okay, we forgot to look really good at Halo, what all it has. Cleansing Wave will do work, I think, in this matchup. That's for sure. This one's tempting. Yeah, let's keep it. We'll throw out an Ancient Bear and Insure. Smash in my Ancient Bear, Grenade Snib, and Relentless Assault to get a free Reapin. Alrighty. I usually don't mind what deck I play first, as long as the important decks aren't used right away. I'm always happy to play my safe deck first too. Okay, I roll out the same one of mine first every time, just because I like to play it. Cool. Okay, we're gonna go Mars here. Ammonia Clouds that, and then we'll play out our Mars and Insure. Sanctum Roundtable Remiel. We're going to go back into Mars. First we'll put out Marauder. We probably should use Mind Warper first, but that's alright. We'll Reap there. Remove Stun. We'll Reap with Zizix Mini. Use its ability to tuck away Dust Pixie and Insure. Don't like seeing that Dust Pixie archived. I can't do anything with it. I don't have a key cheat. Here comes Barabnar, Fire Spitter, Screech Bomb, Gauntlet of Command. Okay, we're gonna go back into Mars. Was this Xamini? We're going to fight the Remiel, use its ability to tuck away Niflhape. Reap, Reap, Dominator. Yeah, Dominator will take out Fire Splitter and in turn. Into Logos they go. Oh, here comes the Library Access. What do they got? Alright, that's a pretty nice play. Harlan, Mindlock, takes Zixamini, Osmo, Martianologist, Bat Drone, Library of Babel, Dr. Escatera, Lab Work. Yeah, they had a nice library access turn there. They didn't get their phase shifts or the wild wormhole though, so that's good for me. We're gonna go back into Mars. Gotta clean up some of this board again. The Martianologist is gonna own me. Well, that's too bad. The Mind Warper is gonna use their ability to put an Ember on Mindlock. Marauder is gonna take out. Let me think about that first, actually. Dominator is gonna take out Mindlock. We'll put Zixamini back. Zixamini is going to take out Bat Drone and use its ability to tuck away a Niffle-Ape, and we're going to reap with Marauder. And get to check. Here comes the Sanctum and the Cleansing Wave. Terms of Redress. Going on the Staunch Knight. Well, we're going to go back into Mars. Mind Warper will put another Ember on Staunch Knight. And then I think we potentially reap 3 times here. First we'll reap with the Zixamini. Tuck away our Murmook. We will play out the Schuler, our Martian and Schuler here. Marauder will definitely reap. And then it would take out Dominator, but yeah, actually I think we're going to take out the Staunch Knight. And Enchant. Yeah, the Marshuler is so cool. I wish this was my deck, actually. This was one of the ones that I had them open for me. But it's a really cool deck. Here comes Brobner. Moves the archives into their hands. They have the gauntlet ready as well. And they have a Screech Bomb that they can use. But what else do they got? Lomer Flame Fist with the value. Screech Bomb taking me off a check. Here comes a Blood Money on the Marauder. Plays another Screech Bomb. What are they going to gauntlet here? Gengar Lomer into Marauder. Doesn't quite kill it. Gauntlet of Dr. Escatera to finish off Marauder. They get to check. Okay. Now the question is, yeah, let's do our shadows here. To our shadows. Go Poison Wave. Special Delivery. Urchin. Nexus. Moon Cursor. And we will put Dusk Runner on xoque and in turn. Back into Logos they go. Using the Screech Bomb. What are they going to punch? Lots of good options. That was a Fortunate Swell Wormhole, I think. Because they didn't have any other creature control in Logos. Taking out the Nexus, yeah. But I wanted to use your artifacts. Comes a Phase Shift. Oh, the harder they come, and they purging my xoque. Here's the next Phase Shift. To play Francis. Murph's deck doesn't seem like much on paper, but the potential is there. Good tools. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so we do get a key. We're going to head right back into shadows here. With Moon Cursor. Let's see. First, First, let's pawn sacrifice the Schuler to damage the Francis and kill the Gengar Chieftain. Then Moon Cursor is going to take out the Francis and steal one. Urchin is going to reap and steal one. We're going to one last job. Steal Chew there. Pawn sacrifice for the Ember. And in turn. Okay, they're going back into Sanctum, Gormavon, Staunch Knight, Sergeant Zakiel to get another Reap in. And another Sergeant Zakiel to get another Reap in. Okay, we're gonna go Untame now, pull our archives. We're gonna do the Full Moon. Teliga, Dust Pixie, Niffle Ape, Murmook, Scout, and we'll use this special delivery on that guy. And in turn. A nice burst. We actually kept them off the check with the two Murmooks, but they do have another Terms of Redress. They reap up. They use the Gorm, but I forge. Good game. All right. Yeah, Valkyrie is a cool deck. It can just go off. Hey, thanks, Anxious Pirate. Yeah. I've had a good run with these decks. Yeah, we can take a quick look at, let's see, here is the standings for our NKFL sealed group. Yeah, had a good run so far. Had a good run. That game sealed it. I thought it was already sealed, but maybe not. Oh yeah, I think if he won out, oh that's right. It doesn't have all the standings in here, so it's not up to date. Okay. Okay, let's see. We gotta pick next deck. Let's see. They're triumphant. I forget the one that they saved. Oh yeah, that's a really nice AoE deck. Really fast. It's got a lot of tools. Yeah, both of our sets are good. I have no idea how playoffs are going to work. Yeah, I'm not sure how they set up the playoffs actually. So I guess we'll see. So we have Dromos, Radia, and Doomsayer left. Let's take a quick look at those. Doomsayer, of course, is our mass mutation deck. Radia is a Coda deck. It's only 59 SAS, but it is actually, I think, better than it looks. It's got a nice Brobnar lineup. 6 creatures, follow the bodies, or follow the leader, loot the bodies, Smith, Javelin, Screech Bomb, Blood of the Titans. The Mars is a nice Squawker with Crystal Hive with the Mars is pretty annoying because it's got the Jammer, the Double Marauders, the Jammer Pack, the Bolter, the Dominator, and then the Sanctum. It's got the Four Horsemen, the Sequus, the Zakiel, Protect the Weak, Virtuous Works, Inspiration, Cleansing Waves. So, it might be able to do some work here actually. Either face someone I've already beaten or face other brackets. Not sure. There are 8 of us in the playoffs. Okay, 8 in the playoffs. You would think that we would play cross bracket, but I think for the last NKFL or the other series that like the actual season's not sealed. I thought I remember them doing like first a match within the division, which kind of didn't make sense to me, but I don't know. We'll have to see how they have it set up. I've had actually a lot of success going Dromos, and I've actually done that first a whole lot of games because it is surprisingly fast. It has very limited board control, but if you use it right, it can be pretty effective. Because it's got the infighting and you can play it twice with Think Twice. But I think the matchup here, yeah, I think I'm actually going to pick Aradia. And they picked the absurdly long-range commissioner. Okay, let's get in it. DT best set. Yeah, but we're going with Coda, and they're going with AOA, which is both fun too. All right, let's pull the matchup here. I got 18 creatures. He's got 20. I have 12 printed amber. He's got 9. I got 0 speed. He's got 10, or efficiency. Amber control about the same. He's got a little bit more creature control. What's his creature control? Orbital bombardment, bouncing death core, hypno beam, life for life. That'll actually be really good. All of those because bouncing death core with all the logo speed is going to be really effective actually. Okay, I don't like this starter. 2/2/3 mulligan time. Into a 2/2/2, which isn't great, but I think it's got some cards that allow me to respond if I need to threats. Okay, yep. Sorry, no DT matchup yet, Ketzer, but he's going to be playing DT for sure next game. Okay, we're going to go Mars. We're going to put out our Crystal Hive and ensure. We should have looked to see what artifact control he's got. He's got none. Okay. All right, into Saurian they go, and they got tons of creatures. So let's see what they got. Consul Primus, Lapisaurus, Sensor Philo, and Carpe Venum for the... Oh, I thought I had an Ember. I was wrong. Okay, we're going to go Brobnar. We're going to go Smash. We're going to smash into... Sensor Philo and Bump C will go here and enter. Oh no! What the heck? Whoa, 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 whoa. Absurdly, I thought he was playing a different deck. That is a big mistake by me giving him my Crystal Hive. Okay, so that's going to be an issue. But if I get my Grasping Vines, I can put it back in my hand. We'll see. Okay, so let's see. What does this deck do? It does have a lot of creatures. What the quark? I am so confused. You were totally right, Ketzer. This is DT. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, the DT versus DT would have been cool too. Together and Lay of the Land. Okay. Freebooter Fae to raise the tide. And One-Eyed Willa. And a Little Nymph. Okay. They're going to be doing some stealing and some other fun stuff, unfortunately. But we're going to go Sanctum here. We're going to Sergeant Ezekiel, Smash, Freebooter Fae. We're going to be very inspirational. And I could actually raise the tide and take out One-Eyed Willa. That's probably worth the 3 chains at this point. So we're going to do it. Raising the tide, inspiring our Ezekiel to fight into Willa and doing a cleansing wave and in turn. Alright, they're changing the tide back. Taking chains themselves. We're all loving the chains. Officer's Blaster on Little Nymph. That's pretty good. Yeah, this one has a ton of upgrades. A ton of really good ones. Officer Blaster, Double Stunner, and Plasma Nozzle. Got the Teresa action going on Consul Primus. So it can gets out the booby trap, taking out the smash. Getting to play another card with together. Plays another Little Nymph. Okay. These Little Nymphs are going to be a problem. Alright, we're going to go Bravnar here. Yeah. Mighty Javelin. Loot the bodies. Grenade Snib. Bumpsy. Is going to fight, I think Sensor Philo, even though it's stunned. But gotta do a little bit of board control. Alright, going Shadows. Gonna get a lot of value out of Crystal Hive here. Reaping twice with a Little Nymphs. Consul Primus as well. Gaining 6 Ember with 3 Reaps. That hurts. And okay. So we gotta go into Mars here and do a little bit of damage control. We're gonna do a Radiated Ember. Take out almost their whole board. Then we're gonna put our Yixlix Dominator over here, and our Jammer Pack on Dominator. And then we're going to Mighty Javelin. Whew. I think we got to get rid of that little Nif, even though it makes the Blaster go to Laposaurus. And still sets them up for future taunting. But they do have probably a big Saurian churn coming too. Let's see what they played so far. So they've mostly played Shadows here. They did just have a really nice Shadow churn. They haven't played much Star Alliance at all. Although it's about the same between Star Alliance and Saurians, so they could go probably either of those next turn. What else do I have in towards a creature control? I don't even remember. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna use it. On the Laposaurus and in turn. We did make him forge for 8, which is not too bad. Going Star Alliance. Shield you later. Valmart. A stunner on Shield you later. Okay. Oh, and they had a capture bonus on Valmart. Okay. We're going to go to Brobnar here. We're going to fight Grenade Snib into Valmart. We're going to Gengar Chieftain our Ezekiel into... Oh, I screwed that up. In the Valmart, and then we're going to Smith and Inchurn. I'll be right back. Okay. I go Saurian, Sensor Philo, Pterodactyl, spoils the battle to get me off using Shield Elator and Pterodactyl. Okay. We're going to go Sanctum again. We're going to do this in the right order here. We're going to Reap with Ezekiel. Horseman of Famine is going to come down and destroy Shield Elator. Horseman of Pestilence is going to come down and kill Little Nif and deal a couple damage out. And then Horseman of War is going to come down so that we can fight. We're going to remove the stun on Dominator. And Gengar Chieftain, I think, is going to take out Philo here. And in turn. Okay, so this is interesting. We got a giant sanctum board here. Oh, and Grand Alliance Council is going to take them all. Just leaves me with Ezekiel. Then they play Away Team and Stunner on it. And Plasma Nozzle, which is nice. And they're going to zap away probably my Ezekiel, but who knows. Ezekiel and get a damage on Dominator. Okay, we do get our key. And that means we're going to head into Mars here. Marauder's going to come out. We're actually going to use our Grasping Vines to take back our Crystal Hive. Bolter's going to come down. Yoink. Let's see. We're just going to reap, Squawker or Bolter to reap and do 2 damage to Pterodactyl and ensure. That'll potentially set us up to kill Pterodactyl in the future if we need to. Assuming our creatures survive. I forget what. Do they have 2 Gacs? No, they only got 1 Gac. They use their Zap and Booby Trap. They do have. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, so they go Jackie Tar, Master Mindy, Walk the Plank. Okay. So we're going back into Mars here. Using our Crystal Hive. Putting out another Marauder. Reaping with Bolter. And we're going to do 2 damage to the Master Mindy. Gonna reap with Marauder and reap with Dominator and burst up to 11. Okay, they go back into Saurian. Bestia Urso removes the stun from Pterodactyl, which is nice. So it can get used right away. Agnasis stun comes down. Faust the Great comes down. Faust exalts Undugnasis to make me pay for this key. And Magistrate Vita comes down to do some nice Jackie Tar action. That was a nice play. They take out one of my Marauders to get their Ember back. And then they have Pterodactyl. Which reaps. Okay, so we forge. We're going to go back into Mars. We're going to use our Crystal Hive. Dominator will fight Faust. And then we'll reap twice. And take out Jackie Tar. And in turn. They go back in the Saurian. Go to Consul Primus. They do capture one. They reap. Exalt away team. It stuns Dominator. Ursa reaps and removes a stun. And that's game. All right. 3-1. Radia came through. That was an interesting one. It did well. I thought it had some good matchups versus these board heavy decks, but the Mars can be a pain if you can't get rid of that Dominator. All right, on to I'm gonna pick my Doomsayer, and they're picking their saved one, Triumphant. Okay, so let's get my Doomsayer out here. All right. So let's take a look at this matchup. They have no artifact control. I have invasion. Oh wait. They have invasion portal and skeleton key. I have reclaimed by nature and nexus. For artifacts, I have Fawn of the Eye, Seeker Needle, and Fangtooth Cavern. I actually want probably to get my Fangtooth early. They have 20 creatures. I have 18. All right, they're starting. Good luck and have fun. I don't imagine this one to be very interesting. Hmm. Yeah, we'll keep it. It'd be nice to have the Fangtooth, but these are good cards that let me respond to a bunch of different threats. Director first. Hold on just a sec. I'll be right back. Okay. Haha. My son needed something. Let me see if he needs anything else. He does. We'll be right back. Alright, just needed to be tucked in by Daddy after waking up and needing water. I thought giving him the water would be enough, but... Okay, we got Dominator and Invasion Portal. Okay, we're gonna go Shadows here. Lights out to stick those both back in their hands. Vandalize. Proliferator and Researcher are both high value targets. I think we're going to actually get rid of the Proliferator here. And then we'll play out our Cut Purse and end turn. Okay, he Hypno Beams my Baldric the Bold. Skyburster Squadron, Dominator. He does have the Invasion Portal too. Mars first on the Dominator. Unstun it. Decides not to Invasion Portal. We got options here. I think what we're gonna do is go Untamed, go Lost into Woods, put back that Dominator, and that Squadron. We'll Lost into the Woods again, put back our Bold, and put out a Niflhape, and Insure. I go into Shadow, Nerve Blast, Life for Life, Little Nif. Okay. We'll go Untamed. Keep and reclaim their Invasion Portal. And Insure. Oh, they poke away my Niflhape. Here comes Project ZYX and Hexbion and Director back. Cut the research. Okay. Could kill our own guy. Yeah, let's just do it. We're gonna go Sanctum, Gives a Heart's Wrath, and the Spirit's Way, and Insure. I actually didn't realize that Project ZYX was a mutant. That's pretty cool. They get off the Heist Knight with Little Nif. That's pretty nice. And they get the Ronnie action. They're on fire. And they got the second Little Nif. Okay, we're going to play our own little Shadows here. Subtle Auto. Discards our Harvester. Play out a Nexus. Play out a Shoulder Id. And we're going to Mug. We're gonna mug their littleness. Because I know I had put back ZYX Researcher on their pile. So we don't want to give them a chance to archive Ronnie. Alright, here comes the logos. They do get the bouncing Descork on the shoulder end and the research Smoko. Do they follow it up? Yes, with Hexpian and Nexus. Okay, we do get a key. It's time to go untamed. Put out our Fangtooth, discard our Glory End as attendant, and churn, and we will kill our own Sutalato. But that'll then set it up nicely for the next few turns. It will be slowly taking down his board, hopefully. Now let's see how much more damage he's going to do with Heist Knight. Well, does he have it already for the second time? Nope. We really got to take care of his board here. Lamindra coming down. Everything is elusive. Dust Chronicles archive a card. He's on fire. I think even though we don't do much, we might need to go untamed here just to protect against the Steel 3 if he goes Heist Knight. Let's see. He's got 2 Heist Knights. He's played only one of them. So we got to take care of that Shadows board. So we're going to go Shadows here. Oh! We'll see if it lets me change it. If not, that's alright. Cool. Untaped. We'll Rapid Evolution our Niffle Ape and take out Ronnie and I guess Font of the Eye and then Inchurn to take out Lamindra. Back into Mars. Orbital Bombardment. Okay, here goes Niffle Ape. He's got Fixed Finger, Dominator, Sky Booster Squadron, and Carpet Flotsam. Nice. Okay, we need to go Sanctum here now. We're going to play out our Baldric the Bold. We're going to put an Armageddon Cloak on it. We're going to Grey Rider it. And do we go for the 2 Ember here? Yeah, I think we do. And then we Cleansing Wave. And Ensure. And then what do we kill? Do we kill Little Niff or Fix Finger? I think Little Niff with the Fang Tooth. What else do I got coming? Do I have a couple? Oh, no smites. Okay. Yeah, this deck does have 2 red pennies, and I did finally get one. The second one we're still waiting for, though. Okay, he's got big board going. Archives from his deck. He's got 6 in his archives. Including a Mars Needs Ember. I don't think we've seen that yet. Not sure what else. Discards a Titan Mechanic. He did poke me, so that turns on Mars Needs Ember, but maybe we get rid of it. So we're gonna go Sanctum. We're gonna Radiant Truth. Now does Baldric the Bold fight here? Yeah, we're gonna fight into the Dominator to get to 2 Ember. We're gonna fight the Grade Rider and the Researcher so that they can't Mars Needs Ember me. And we'll play out our Squire Alice, and then we'll capture 1 more with Fawn of the Eye. And then we'll kill Fila with Fangtooth. I was hoping we'd draw into our other red penny there, but didn't happen. Let's see, what are our options for next turn? We could burst, which might be the right thing to do here. Because I don't think they have a lot of Ember control left. They do have the Mars Needs Ember, but they have the Heist Knight, yeah. And an Umbra, which is hiding. Okay, in the shadows. There's a Heist Knight. Oh, they got the Nerve Blast back. Okay, they're redrawing, so they actually have a lot. Perplexing Sophistry. So that means I have no idea what they have. Yeah, they redrew a while ago. What am I talking about? Okay, we're gonna go Untamed here. And even though it adds a bunch of crap to our draw pile, we gotta make them answer it. We're gonna go Untamed. We're gonna go Low Dawn to get to check. We're gonna discard Look What I Found. And Ensure. And take out their Pip Pip. This is a close game. Does he have a way to stop me? Going into Mars. Can he pull off the Mars needs Ember? Here's a proliferator. Probably has a Mars first by now too, although he's still got 11 in the drop pile. Fixed Finger and Dominator unstun. Sky Booster can kill Alice to get the 3 Ember. Do they have a way to do 3 damage to me? Oh, they can Mars first or proliferator. That would work. Oh, but they already did 2 damage, so do they have a way to do 1 more damage to me? No. There's a Mars needs Ember. We pulled it out. That was close. Very close. Whew. Yeah, we didn't get to have any fun Fandangle tricks or red penny tricks, but pulled it out, pulled it out. Alrighty. Okay. Another good night. So let's see where we're at. We will be at 13 and Chew. And Anxious Pirate will be second place. Let's see how the other divisions are looking. Looks like Aurora is first in Omega Division, and then either Ganusa or Hydro Attack. Looks like Ganusa's got the keys difference, so Ganusa is in the playoff. I played Ganusa in the playoff for season 17. That'd be funny if it happened again. Yeah, good game. Thank you. And then in Sigma Division, Joker took it, 10 and 5. Nice job, Joker. And Caveld, very good. He won our division in season 17, the division I was in. He got second place. And then in Sigma Division, oh, that was Sigma. In Epsilon, yep. Thanks, Murph. Good games. Well played. Have a good night. Yeah, the last one was close. The first ones were a little bit of runaways. Last one was really close, so. Then here in Epsilon Division, it looks like, I'm not sure how to say this name. Zerso is going to take number 1, and then it looks like Vega Stole Your Tendies has not played their last game yet, so they could potentially jump second and third here. That's what it looks like to me. But if they lose all 3 or lose 2, and their key difference is enough to go down to 6 or less, then maybe St. Velton gets second. So that'll be an interesting one. Yeah, no problem, Murph. I will report results. All right, and that's a stream. It's late here too. Very late for Murph. Thank you, Murph, for getting it in. We were just not finding good times this week, so finally got it out. Yep. Thank you so much as well. Have a good night. And I think it's time for me to have a good night as well. Thanks everybody for watching. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, wonderful night, whatever you're doing. Have a good week. And let me pull up some outro music, which I didn't even have intro music, so I don't even have it up. Okay. There we go. Thanks for watching, everybody.